All right, we're getting there. Familiar territory. What are you doing this stuff here? All right, are we there? Hey, 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 good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you all for being here. Hey, for those who don't know, my name is Rick, and if you didn't know, well, today is Thursday, February 19th. Glad to have you here. Hey, real quick before we get started, I want to remind everybody that Hit and Run Candlestick members at noon today, I think we're going to kick off with Ed. Things are kind of jumbled up around here. Doug is out due to back surgery, and I'm going to be out today. So I think Ed's going to kick us off at 8 at noon today, and then John will pick us up at 1 p.m. And then we'll let Ed run the show from there and make it longer. I think. Okay. Hey, one more thing I want to talk about, and is if you are interested in becoming a Hit and Run Candlestick member, it's 14 days, 100% free. This number is incorrect down here. That's 200% gain in 12 months. Remember, it's free. Just take your phone and point it to that little box down there, bottom right, and that'll get you to the registration page. Love to have you. If you don't do that little square thing, if you check in the description below the video, you'll find a link to this. You'll also find a link on Facebook as well as that. So, okay, love to have you take a trial with us. Learn, learn, learn. Excuse me. That's the key for that 14 days. And ask tons and tons and tons of questions. Okay. Hey, good morning, Vern. Hey, Coach, how are you? Let's see. Who else is that? Ed, good morning. Carmen, is that Carmen? Good morning. And Mark, good morning. Hello, everybody. Unfortunately, the trading rooms right now are being worked on. There's some trouble over there, so hope everybody logs over here for a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So, all right, let's get going. Let's get going. Let me check everything. Looks good to me. Nothing I can change or do. All right, let me get rid of this. Got that. Let's take a look at the SPY here. Let's see, I've got my tools up. Head of the game. You can see here that the SPY is set up for what we call a blue ice failure. So we're still in danger. We really are. Yeah, we're still in danger of that collapsing and moving down. We're so close that I mean, it wouldn't take much to pop us up a little bit and get us on top of that 50 period moving average and take out this high. Really, we're still just trading in this box right now. We've got multiple tops here, we've got multiple bottoms, and we're just trading in that area right here. So really, it's just a consolidated trading area that happens to be below the 50 period moving average. On some good news, I think, is the RSP, which is an equal weight. It basically what it does is it takes the big tech and it chops their knees off a little bit, and they're not so tall, they're not so big, and they don't carry as much weight now. It's just what happens here, and you can see that we're still doing quite well on RSP. So this is what's leading me, or this is what's leading me to be a little bit more to the bullish side and not to the bearish side. Here's a mag charts. This is what's killing us right here. That's what's making the SPY look a little bit horrible, actually. We keep, pushing down in the mag stocks, and that keeps hurting the SPY. Again, in that RSP, they put everything equal weight, and it shows that we're doing very well. And what does that mean? Well, that means that all the other stocks out there are doing a pretty darn good job of holding this up. That's exactly what that means. So, uh, if the mags ever quit being in a titty, then we could have a dynamite market here. Diamonds, I think the diamonds are doing fairly good. They're not, ripping. They were doing pretty good back here. Now they're taking a rest, but they're not falling apart. IWM, transports, about the same as the diamonds. I think they're doing fairly good here. So overall, like I said, I'm having more of a bullish tend to the market than a bearish tend to the market. So T2123 remains bullish. As long as it remains bullish, I have to remain bullish myself. When it turns bearish, well, we'll turn bearish. Okay. Not to say there's not bearish charts out there, or there's plenty. But overall, the bulls are winning. Let's take a look at some transports. Transports are doing fantastic. There's my little pencil at here. You can see that price is on top of the 8 EMA or the T line, and the T line is up above the trend indicator. That's my trading world right there. And that's what I would call a bullish trading trend. And then from there, you decide whether the chart is viable based on price action. Let's take a look at SMH. There we go. Once again, we're bullish. In any other time, I know there's a lot of traders that looks at say the market. You're looking at it bearish. A lot of traders are very nervous about the market, and you should be nervous. But a lot of traders are really heavy on the bearish side. And that's because the SPY is below the 50, and you got the mags leaning down. But do you know that in any other given day, and from the beginning of time of trading, that when you get the transports moving up and you get SMH moving up, you're bullish. But because mags are putting such a negative spin on everything, everybody's all worried about the market. And we just looked at the transports. Look here, look at the SMH. What price is leading T line? T line leading is trend indicator. Everything is bullish right there. So it's hard to make a bearish case for the overall market. You can certainly make a bearish case for an individual chart, but it's tough to make it for the overall market. What else are we looking at? Look at some big guys here. Apple. Apple, I know a few people are looking at this short, and it is sort of setting up short, but I also see the possibility of this thing flipping to the upside. So just be careful, mind your rules. If you're short this, make sure you have that stock in there. This year's theme with the Road to Wealth account to lose money. Every trader loses money. But my big thing this year with the Road to Wealth account is don't lose big money because that's what will kill you. So keep that stuff in there. Don't be afraid to get stopped out. Don't get hung up on, oh, I'm right and I can't be wrong. Okay? Don't get hung up on Amazon. Amazon is down. I know some folks that are buying some Amazon, and I'm not sure that I see a reason to buy it right now. I really don't. It's trying to create a bottom, and where will the bottom be created? Over 212. What is that? 70. So when we can take out those highs, then you might have something. Let the bottom, let the bottom create. Let the bottom manifest. Let it build, and then let's see if we can get some lights on it. Micro, let's see, MSFT, yeah, Microsoft. See, this is another one. You know, keep an eye on that. If it starts moving up, what do we have here? Let's look at this actually. Let's play it by the numbers. So you got a low, high, higher low, right? Where's the official? I mean, if you were to open up an official stock trading book, okay, what it will tell you is you buy when this breaks out over this high. Low, high, higher low, higher high. That's where the official buy is. Now, as traders, we know we're all going to try to catch the bottom. Just keep in mind you're buying below where it should be bought. So be very, very quick on that stock if you need to be. Because the fact is, that's still in a downturn. Very much so. All right, enough of that. Let's look at some charts here. Thanks everybody for being here. Where am I going to start on this here? Hold on, let me catch up. Good morning. Otto is better here on Facebook. Okay, thank you. And let's see. These are where guys, nothing I can do about it. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. Let's keep going here. Right here in the toilet. I wonder. No, it's just mine. Can you hear this tapping? Can you hear this tapping? Something. I want to make sure I'm on the right line. No answer. I need an answer quick. Stop. Tapping. Yes. No. Carmen. Okay. Oh, you're in both rooms, Carmen. I see. You don't hear the tap. Can't be this mic, is it? Is this better? Should I try this? Testing 1, 2. I don't think this one's it. Let me turn this on. I don't think it's on. No. Much better? Really? Well, I'll keep them both on. Maybe this is the mic it was coming through. All right. All right. You guys have any stocks you want to look at? Let's take a look at FIG. I'll keep them both on. Who knows? FIG, nice chart. I've already got that one flagged here. I've got that one flagged right now. And look at that pop to the upside. Here's a nice chart. Look at this. See that low and that high and that higher low? See how we broke out of that high? That's how it's done right there. That's how it's done. That's what I'm talking about. Now, we've got an inside day. That's a beautiful chart. Watch for this to come up to that 50-period moving average. We're still in the construction stage. There's my sweet spot right up there. That's a very, very nice chart. Earnings in April, so there's plenty of time there. I love that chart. Nice. Was there another one here? How about some Abbott? Abbott here. So let's see. We're going to just put Abbott long. I'm going to have to say no. I mean, let's get rid of everything. I don't know why we would want to trade it long. In my mind, you have conditions
and you have reasons. It takes multiple conditions to have a reason to buy. Okay. So let's put some conditions together. Conditions, we're up, maybe a double bottom, right? That is a condition. That is in no way, shape, or form a reason to buy. Not ever. No, there are zero circumstances that a double bottom is a reason to buy. Doesn't mean you can't buy it, but that is not a reason to buy. So what would we need? Was that the right stock even? Oh, my bad. I think that's the wrong stock. There you go. I was questioning that uh, coming out of you. Yeah, but now I see, Vern. Nice chart. Nice chart. Abbott, ABT. Nice chart. That's a buy. Target up here, 250 period moving average. Be warned that the 500 is sitting right here at 120.60. Okay. But from right here up into that area, that's a 5, 6, 7% trade right in there. So yeah, I truly see that. Thanks. Um, let's scroll down a little bit. There we go. Sound is better. Wow, sound is better. Maybe it was coming in on this mic right in here. All right. Hey, I've got some charts here. Let's take a look at these. Is that my list? Whoops, that's not my list. This is my list. There we go. Hey, here's a stock that I'm already in, and this is looking pretty good here. This Roiv. I don't know how to say that here. This is looking pretty good, and I'm still looking forward to move up to this area right here. What is this? About 28.80 up here. We've got this big pop up. We've pulled back. We're making a J hook continuation pattern here, and you know, uh, those traders that's in this, or those traders that buy it, what your goal is for it to continue up, say from where we are now. This is what everybody wants. I mean, that's what everyone's dreaming about right there. Move up 3, 4, 5 days maybe. You may see a little pullback in there somewhere like that, but that's what everyone's dreaming of. And we've got the chart pattern to do it. I mean, it is working. All we need is that market to participate a little bit, uh, sellers not to dry up, and of course that can happen anytime. But what a nice chart! I'm looking forward to get up into that area right there, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with it. XOM has been a very, very nice chart, um, working out real well. This is a beautiful 3/8 trap, um, and a 3/8 trap. If you're familiar with a 3/8 trap, um, what that is the beginning of a J hook continuation pattern. Let's leave off the word J hook. Um, it's just a continuation pattern. So if we have a bullish trend and we pull back, now we like to pull back in that 3/8 trap, and then we continue. That's just a continuation of that trend right there. And then in that perfect world, we're looking for this to break out, and that's what everybody wants. It's like right here. Let's do this. Same thing right here, right? Here we pull back 3/8 trap, and what are we looking for? We're looking for that right there. So we're just looking for that repeatable pattern, and this is a very, very, very repeatable pattern here. So that's why we like it so much. Let's look at some TUMS. Thomas. Thomas is trying to set up. Here we have that big move up here, um, pull back here. If it can grow some legs, get through that 50% level, then I'm looking for the next move up into that box area up there around that 228 area here. So up and then up. Remember that repeatable pattern. It's extremely repeatable. Very, very repeatable. Watch for, not everything goes up like that. We have maybe a bad market. Maybe we have just for whatever reason the stock just quits going up. You have to watch for that. watch the price action. Remember to take your profits, keep your stop in place, adhere to your stop. Okay, we don't want to lose money. That's the rule for 2026. No big money lost. So anyway, Thomas is looking good. BMY, BMY looking good. Look at that. Nice move up. Look at that. Beautiful. Very calm move down. Just waiting for those buyers to step in now. Some traders are going to be buying right now. Understandable. Myself, I'm going to wait for the buyers to step in first. I want to see a bullish candle. And then once I see that bullish candle, then I can start trading this. And what am I going to be wanting? The same thing everybody else wants. We all want the same thing. We all want that to move up. Me, 3, 4, 5 days, I'll be happy. Yeah. So BMY is looking really good. Here's another stock that I'm in already is Love. It hasn't really taken off. So, um, but here we are. This, by the way, here is a 817 trap. Now, look, if you're familiar with a 3-8 trap, all that is putting price between the 3 and the 8. That's all it is. Price between the 3 and the 8. And then, we're looking for a move up and then a pullback to the 3 and the 8. And then we're looking for a breakout up to the upside. And this is the same thing. We still have the move up. This is an 817 trap. And then we're looking for that breakout and then to move up, right? And again, here we are making that continuation pattern one more time. It's a very, very repeatable pattern. LSCC. All right, this is not quite ready yet. It's on the watch list. Keep waiting for it. Actually, now that I look at it, I don't have an alert on it. So I'm going to set an alert. And what would make me kind of like this, to buy would be to move over that candle right there. So I'm going to set that alert like that. Now there might be other traders in here that says, you know what? I don't want that. I want to know when this thing starts moving up. Well, you can do that. You can come over here and put your alert right here too, just like that. Lower if you want. Set an alert. There we go. Just like that. You can put it underneath. Alert you if it comes down and touches the T line here. So watch that one. That's got everything. It's got everything in the making right now. It's like a cake. Everything's mixed up in the cake. We just haven't put it in the oven yet. That's all. Procter and Gamble. I'm waiting for Procter and Gamble to give the buy signal. See, here's a case where we're up, and here we hit the 500 period moving average right here. Okay, right there, and then we pull back. See, this is an 817 trap, right? 17 being the trend indicator, and then the white line. See, that's an 817 trap right there. So now we start to break out. So here's what I would be looking for. Now this is just me. Doesn't mean that it's right for everybody. Just a second, I have to change tools. There we go. So me, I would like something like that. When I see something like that, okay, now I can start buying it. And what do we all want? Once again, it's that repeatable pattern, up, back, and we all want this to go higher, right? Just like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very repeatable. Um, so let's see here. Um, ONS, IONS. Whoops. IONS. Well, I'm glad to know that this mic, I guess this mic is the mic picking it up. I'll have to work on that. Uh, See how to change mics on it. But thank you for that, for everyone helping me out with that. So here's another one coming off the 50 period moving average. Remember we talked about the 3 and the 8 trap, and we talked about the 8 and 17 trap. Well, why can't you keep doing that? How about the 17 or trendicator 50 period moving average trap? Why can't we do that? So what we're using now as the base is the 50 period moving average. As the top, the top of the trap, we're we're crunching everything down. I, I got you, Ed. turn this off over there. Okay. Um, so by crunching that down, what you're doing is tightening up the space, and that's what I'm looking at right here. So the bottom line will be the 50 period moving average right here. Okay, at 50 period moving average. So we start to break out. Wouldn't that show momentum? Does for me. Start showing some momentum here. So IONS, I think that's a very nice chart. Um, hey, Cross, you're looking at Hal. Yeah, Hal is on my list. Yeah, Hal is a buy. Hal looks very good right here, Cross. Uh, yeah, that's a nice looking chart there, Hal. Okay. Hey, Sharon, you're looking at some QCOM. QCOM. Let's just get rid of all that right there. Yeah, QCOM might be trying to come off the bottom. So this is a relief rally. Anything below the 50 period moving average is just a relief rally back to the 50 period moving average. So this could easily relief back up here to that area. And that, that's 13%. So that might be a pretty good trade right here. So I think we're setting up. So, yeah. Um, so, yeah, this is looking for. Sorry, I've got Ed in my ear talking. He's trying to get in the room. um, But yeah, that looks really good, Sharon. I like that. Okay. NXE. Sorry, I don't mean to miss anybody. NXE. NXE is a buy using the Trendicator T line as a stop. Absolutely. That's looking pretty good. See how we have a low, a high, a higher low? So now let's do this. Put this line up. That's a buy right there. We're trapped between that top and we're real tight. So your stop is right here. And then of course a breakout is a buy. That's a nice chart, NXE. Let's flag that. Thank you. You're watching some CNC. Yeah, CNC might be back in the game here now that we're over the 50 period moving average. So we may be moving up now. Yeah, CNC is looking pretty good. The only thing with CNC is I'd want it to break above the cloud. If you look at the cloud here, we need to break above the cloud. Is the only thing. But overall, CNC is starting to do its thing. See how we're starting to trend up. We're not quite in what I would call my trading trend. My trading trend is I would want the T line to be above that trend, the trend indicator, the green dot. Um, Maybe another day or two, but it does look like it's on its way back up to that top up there. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. Hey, let me talk about GM real quick. I bought GM yesterday. You can see down a little bit, maybe even money where it is now. But I was short GM. Um, Back here, GM looked a little bit short, blue ice failure. I ended up getting out of it and then went to the long side because it did flip back up. And that can happen to charts. It looks one direction um, and then it moves a different direction here. So GM is looking pretty good to the long side, looking for those targets up there, 85, then up here at 86 for a target. Wolf is one that I'm looking for. Yeah, Wolf is one I'm looking at. So waiting for that buy signal. Here we are all the way back down to the trend indicator. I think that's wonderful. That acts as a good stop, by the way. So if I do choose to buy this, we'll see. But right now, my stop would be about that trend indicator right in there. Lots of good upside on it, but it does seem like it's having trouble right here. So another way to trade this, when you look at it, it has a huge amount of upside. It needs to break out of this box that it's got going on. So if we waited for the breakout up here, it puts all this behind us and it still could make you money. There's 16%, there's 41% up there. So, we don't have to buy Wolf here. we could wait for wolf to break out because it will give us a chance to enter in there. So when you're looking at a chart, it doesn't mean that you have to buy always at this low. You could buy at this low as well. Okay. Just something to think about. Something to think about. And let's look at CAPR. CAPR. Here we go. Look at CAPR. I think that chart is setting up very nice. Look how we've just been moving sideways. We dipped down, we came up, we dipped down, and now we're breaking out right here. Look at that morning star signal. I love that. I think it looks good. Great candle yesterday. I see some potential with this CAPR. Looks good. Hey, Daryl. ACAD. There we go. Yeah, one coming off the bottom here. We're over the T line. Um, again, looking at a relief rally. And I would probably look at something around 2460. We're going to need to get through those green, make those dots green. That's going to be hugely important. All right. So you've got a good start, morning star signal here. We're holding up. Just keep that stop in place. Okay. All right. Hey, it's about that time. We've been at this 30 minutes now. I want to thank everybody for being here. Appreciate it very much. Do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Reach down and give me a thumbs up on the YouTube, uh, Facebook thumbs up, wherever you are, X. I appreciate that. It helps get the word out. They all need everybody to show that you're interested, and that's how they find out if you're interested, and that helps gets the word out for me. Okay, so please do that. Thank you, everybody. Members, we'll see you in the room in about a half an hour. Okay, you guys all take care. Thank you very, very much.